A few years ago I opened my closet and said, "Oh my goodness! What happened?" Most of my clothes were suddenly too small. Or I had gained weight. I guess it depends on how you look at it. It was time to buy some new clothes. But I ran into two problems right away: a tiny budget, and the difficulty of finding store-bought clothes that fit me well. I decided I could solve both problems by sewing a new wardrobe. I didn't need anything fancy. Just some tops and pants. After I set up my sewing machine and located my pins and scissors, I discovered another problem. My sewing patterns were also too small. Fortunately, at that time, Joann was running a $1.99 sale on patterns. Soon I had an amazing collection, which motivated me to look for fabric and start sewing. Here's what I bought. The first two patterns show how to combine small amounts of fabric to create a blouse. I found fabric remnants at Joann on clearance for $2 or less, especially around the holidays. The cute pattern on the left is designed for woven fabrics. The one on the right is for knits. It shows a variety of sleeves, including a raglan sleeve, which is pretty rare to find in sewing patterns. The next pattern is a beautiful boho style. It can be made in different lengths, a tunic or a dress. It could be made with two complementary fabrics, or just one overall solid or print. The sleeves are gorgeous. This is a classic boho style. This top would be fun to make from a variety of prints. The front inset, the sleeves, the body, and the bottom hem could all be cut from different fabrics. When I first saw this one, I thought, wow, I bet this will become a collector's item someday, because it's beautiful and so unusual. I really like the color blocking and the asymmetrical hem. I think the sleeveless version is my favorite. I can see this top in a leopard print mixed with solid black. I kept checking back at Joann, and finally they had this pattern in my size in stock. It must have been very popular and was often sold out. It's a simple pullover with a shark bite hem. Look at the color blocking on the model on the left. It has a deep bottom hem and a back yoke, both in a contrasting fabric. The body could be made from a gorgeous satin print, and the rest of the top in a solid fabric. These all-in-one wardrobe patterns are such a great deal. This pattern has 6 mix and match designs, all in one envelope. A top, a shirt, a dress, pants in 2 lengths, and a skirt. You could make a whole summer travel wardrobe from this pattern. I'm so glad I bought this one. I have already made it at least 5 times. It fits well and looks great. I have been making the pants with the narrow width. There is also a wider leg option and a cute cropped version. I haven't made either of these pants patterns yet. I picked them out because they're Palmer Pletsch designs, with detailed instructions for making pants that really fit well. I will put a link in my video's description to their website, which has a wealth of information, sewing workshops, and much more. This is another pattern I had to wait and watch for, because it was always sold out. This lightweight jacket is so pretty, shown with the faded blue jeans on the right. I will make it with 2 or more fabrics that go well together in an upcoming video. I will probably also make the shorter length with some fringe or decorative trim. I like the open front style. No need to add buttons or a zipper. After I bought all of these patterns, I thought, what am I still missing? Oh yes, a blazer jacket. Timeless classic fashion. You can style it in so many ways, with matching pants as a suit, or with jeans on casual dress days. You can toss it on over a dress to create a new look. This pattern has both the traditional notch lapel and a shawl collar, which I really like. I also found this fun, raglan sleeve, zip-up jacket. It's really not hard to put in a zipper, and it adds a special zing. This is a more casual look for weekend wear. This pattern was designed by Mimi G. If you haven't read her life story yet, it's fascinating. I will put the link in this video's description. Until I bought this pattern, I didn't realize how many separate pieces come together to make a denim jacket. I'm thinking about inserting a colorful back panel, and maybe repeating the contrast fabric on the collar and front. This is a fun design. It's a cross between a coat, a cape, and a poncho. And it has cute pockets. It's perfect to wear in the winter over a long-sleeved top. After Joann's stores were permanently closed, and the big 4 pattern companies were sold to a liquidator, I found a few McCall's patterns at Hobby Lobby for $2.99 each. When I found this pattern, I knew exactly what to do with it. I have been looking for designs to upcycle the two small clothes in the back of my closet. I can cut apart another blouse to create the center panel for this top, and add a coordinating solid fabric for the sleeves and pockets. I'm looking forward to making this one in an upcoming video. When I saw this one at Hobby Lobby, I knew I had found a similar pattern at Joann. But I bought the one on the right anyway because the two sets of tops have unique looks. The one on the left is more structured, it's closer to the body, and it has set-in sleeves. It also has a smaller front panel, which is important when working with remnants. I never know if I will have quite enough fabric when I'm cutting a pattern from leftover fabric. The top on the right has fuller sleeves and a flowy silhouette. It also looks like a quicker pattern to make. This shirt pattern is so awesome. 3 sleeve variations, plus a nice front placket with grommets. I don't have a grommet plier, but I looked the tools up online, and they're pretty inexpensive. It would elevate my purse making if I started adding grommets to them, too. I tried to focus on collecting mostly top and pants patterns, but I couldn't pass up this jacket. What a great way to use up fabric scraps. It's called a patchwork kimono. It's a longer cardigan style with an open front. No buttonholes. It would be fun to mix together prints. Maybe a leopard print with a floral. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments if you have made any of the patterns shown in this video.